what Vedanta says is that, you know, even if I get a mosquito bite, I scratch it, right? Well, you know, why? I want to be free of the itch. Any kind of discomfort is a problem. Because suffering isn't natural to human beings. You know, it seems like it's natural, doesn't it? It seems like it's natural. One time I went to visit a friend, and he just had a new girlfriend, and he went out I hadn't met her. He ran out to get some things for dinner. I was invited to dinner. And I was left in the kitchen alone with his girlfriend. And so, you know, I thought, well, let's cut to the chase. Let's avoid all the small talk. And we did a little small talk, and then I just brought the conversation around to this idea, the spiritual idea. And I asked her, I said, well, just what do you think life's all about? She wasn't familiar with any of the spiritual stuff at all. You know? And she thought for a long time. She was cooking spaghetti or something. She really thought for a long time. I mean, she didn't say anything. I could just see her there, the wheels turning, and she was really trying to come up with a question or an answer. And then she said, to suffer? Huh? Yeah. That seems natural, you know. I mean, it can seem quite natural, but if suffering was natural, then you wouldn't try to get rid of it, would you? You wouldn't do all these things to get rid of this feeling of suffering that you have in life. When you feel good, you don't think, oh, I know, that's a problem. I feel good. I think I should feel miserable now. How can I make myself feel miserable? Nobody thinks like that.
It seems like some people, if I could interrupt for a half an hour or so. No. You know.
Yeah, just do it all at once.
Dote on misery. You know, they love misery. I've even acted like that myself. Yeah. Like I want to be miserable.
No, that's right. That's right. It becomes comfortable. It becomes an identity. It's your friend. Your
Absolutely.
Familiar. Bad habits, all bad habits they're really suffering. You're actually suffering, but you don't want to let go of your coffee and your cigarettes. Doesn't it feel so cozy to have that? You know, I mean, you're ruining your health basically. You're injuring yourself. Actually, in fact, slow death of 1,000 cuts, but nonetheless, you're doing it. And it just becomes natural. So what Vedanta says is that all of these pursuits, all of these things that we do to relieve this sense of suffering, insecurity, are ill-advised and ill-directed. In other words, we take for granted the fact that there is something wrong with us, without actually looking to see if there is actually anything wrong with us. We assume that there is. And then we set out to do all these activities, all these therapies, shopping therapy, or there's a billion therapies. That's what the culture is. They're giving us the therapies and the identities that we need to handle our problem. And every time we do one of our therapies, what do? Every time we pursue something that we think will solve our problem, and does make us temporarily feel okay, what are we doing? Actually doing. Or actually, think about it, reinforcing the belief that there's something wrong with us. Rather than looking into the belief that there is something missing, there is something wrong with me. Rather than looking into that to see whether or not it's true, we just accept it as the truth.